By the way, what are we doing?
We're gonna go in here and play on a little monitor for a minute at the PGA Superstore. It's kind of a tradition anytime we pass one. So this might be chapter 1 of Squatch Watch.
Squatch Watch.
Later on, when we start our interview,
right?
It'll be rather interesting on some of the answers to those questions. So you're just gonna have to stay tuned and find out what happens on this Squatch Watch.
Stay tuned. And you towed it. $310. More tow.
That's a real bad toe.
Yeah, we can get better. That one's going a little bit. $380. That's all you got. One ball, one crack. I can't take you anywhere, man. You break stuff. $366, eh? He just testing his driver compared to some of these other ones.
That's the way to do it. Now that looks like a big man swing right there.
Big boy swing.
Yeah, get on out of that 300-yard mark. Now you're talking. What was wrong with that?
That was pretty good.
You want him to hit it farther?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 4. That's a pretty good one. Go.
Three is a...
I got one in the trip, it's a 5.
So it's a triple?
Yes.
We don't have anything like that. The only thing we're going to have is a match. That may hurt you. But what it'll cause us to do is probably go up here more.
Instead of going that way.
Mike, quit telling him what to do, man. Dude went to 3 high schools. He knows what's up.
We'll just start it that way over there.
Okay.
That is
Bring it back.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to lose his phone. See how to accentuate the height.
A little bit.
So high.
It still ain't come down yet.
It may never come down. See how high. All right, pretty good, pretty good.
So what did we learn at the PGA Superstore today?
That chances are you can come really close to getting kicked out before you change your mind and ask them to hit their stuff.
So it's probably not a good idea just go in there and start banging your own club.
No, not unless you live around here and you're a member or whatever that you can go in there and do that. It wasn't very good.
You drew a little crowd. What did dude say when you told him how stiff your shaft was?
He said, "Huh? You mean a 3, like a triple X?" And when I told him I had one in the truck that was 5X, he just kind of threw his hands up in the air and really didn't know what to say.
So how did the TaylorMade rocket balls compare to your club, Mike?
It's not very good. The shaft's isn't as stiff as I need, and the head is not. It definitely ain't no Yeti. But he said that Yeti wasn't a national brand, and I said yet. So as soon as Yeti becomes a national brand, the PGA Superstore guy just said he'd carry it.
So we're working on that.
Yeah, we're working on it.
But he did know about Team Crank.
Yeah, he said he was all about some crank, and I asked him why he didn't carry crank, and he said that wasn't national brand either. So long drivers are just not national brands.
Nope.
Sorry, guys.
Long drive is all local, man.
It's all keep to yourself and don't try to break the monitors in the stores, because those are for regular guys,
And
not for us.
And we did manage to hide the one golf ball you cracked. I hit it over behind the other clubs.
Oh, yeah, and I'm not real positive on if I actually cracked it or if it was one that was already there that just happened to be busted. But either way, that's why they have demo stuff, so you can demolition it, not demonstrate it. It's demolition.
I think his greatest line was, "What are you doing over here? What are you do? What are you up to?"
Exactly, what are you doing? And he said, you're one of the long drive guys, aren't you? And I truthfully said, well, kinda.
A little bit.
Because I'm not a long drive professional or a professional long driver. Never claimed to be. So, I told him I just did it a little bit. And he gave me that look like the 80-year-old men give you. Like this.
But he did say that top flight balls are really long.
He said that he used to work for Spalding. Mr. Spalding, probably, was his name. And we've met a guy that knows Mr. Taylor, as in TaylorMade. We met him a few months ago out at Little Big Range. This guy right here might have been his protege to introduce him to Mr. Spalding. Because he's met Dave Stockton and has apparently carried Dave Stockton balls around the course and switched them for him when he was on a par 3. And now, just because of Dave Stockton, they've made that illegal.
So this guy was like the forerunner.
Yes. Yes, he pretty much started the trend of only using one ball. You had to use the same ball the whole round.
That's the reason we have to use one ball when we play real golf.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
He didn't say, "Trust me, I know golf," though, at least.
No, he didn't know golf, but he's tested a lot of TaylorMades. If this store here, since it's been here for 700 years, and the store out in Scottsdale, and I don't know whether he meant Scottsdale, Arizona, or whether he was talking about like Scottsdale, Saskatchewan. Not real sure, because he didn't specify, but pretty fun time.
And by far the biggest seller is TaylorMade. By far.
By far. Not even close. That's why TaylorMade is the first sign you see when you get in the door. And it just wraps all the way around. And sorry, Titleist, you got a great ball, but your clubs suck.
They're like 9th or 10th
Apparently,
position
they don't
in there.
sell. How about that? not gonna say they suck, because the Vokey wedges are pretty cool.
What did he say was the only one on the other side of the Titleist?
Mizuno.
Mizuno.
But they make softball stuff. They're not supposed to make golf stuff.
All right, dude. Stay tuned.